Hey Alan, this is video number 3, I guess. I was having problems sending the files from the other one, so you're going to get these in piecemeal. So I'm not sure exactly where we left off, but if we overlap, that's the way it goes. Alright, continuing from the inside again, this is your panel for your slide out. This is your panel for your lights outside. And this is your panel for your lights inside, as well as the individual operated. Up here is the microwave. What we like to do, or what you should do, is when you're traveling, when you're moving, you keep the styrofoam inside because you have a glass turntable. Underneath that is your range hood, and along with your range hood, you have your test spot. When you press test, it'll tell you what each holding tank is and how much fresh water, and it'll also tell you your battery. Next to that, you have your water pump. That's when you're not at a campground and not hooked up. You have a 12-volt water pump. You turn that on, and now you'll be able to drain your main tank. Next to that is your water heater, which I kind of showed you before by turning that on. That turns on the gas, and it heats up your water. You have your hood light, which is right here, and your hood fan. When you're cooking something off your range, to exhaust it. Here you have a 3-burner stove, and what we did is we made a little piece of wood covered in just a plastic, and just as another cutting board. When you're traveling, this has to be off or it'll damage something. This is your oven. We used it a few times. It's basically, just a nice oven. Down here is your spare fuses. That's your fuse panel. This here is a propane detector. If there's propane leak of any sort, that'll go off and it'll tell you you're having a problem with the propane. Up here you have receptacles. You have a 2-basin sink. More cabinet space, and there is another receptacle up here, of which the microwave is plugged into one. Underneath here is more storage for all your kitchen utensils. You have 2 of them back here. Moving over to this side of the door, you'll see the fire extinguisher, and also that's a vent for your heat. This is the bathroom. I'm leaving this here because I didn't want to damage the door. Over the door, towel rack. Medicine cabinet. Your light. There's another receptacle here with a GFI. Underneath, you have a little more storage. And on the bottom shelf is where the water pump is, your 12-volt water pump. This is your toilet. Your toilet flushes from over here. Your toilet flushes there. This is your shower. On top of your shower, you do have a skylight, and you have a vent right here. Very helpful when you're taking a shower to vent out the steam. Okay. I don't know if we got how much we got of this. Refrigerator, freezer. I place it in auto. What auto does is it picks between gas and electric. Normally it'll go electric first. If you don't have electric and you're only running off gas and you press this, move this over to gas. I like setting number 3 or 4. 5 does freeze things. I think we got through most of this. This is the dinette. Like I said, if you remove these 2 poles, put them down, this table goes down and the couches go, and now this is another bed. This is your couch, and I showed you before, I think you got it. When the couch comes out, it's also a bed. This is your privacy curtain for your bedroom. Again, I have a smoke detector, carbon monoxide here, and another one up over here. I did take them down for transport, and they're in the big cabinet over here. Also in this big cabinet is all your paperwork. This is all the paperwork that I got when I purchased the vehicle, and this is the title and your Texas DMV forms you asked me to sign. I think that would probably do it. I think I went through everything. Let's see, over the bed there's another vent, and there's a vent shade, so if you're sleeping you don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn. The sun won't wake you up. I told you about, we changed a piece of molding. This is where I had some sort of problem with the wallpaper. I could not change the wallpaper. They don't make it anymore, and I didn't want it to look too lop-bosh by getting another color. So we just put a piece of molding here and everything's fine. The roof I try to do once a year. I did do the roof before I sold it to you. I didn't finish because I ran out, so I left a gallon, an empty gallon, in the holding, the pass-through downstairs, so you could match it up and do the rest of the trailer. I used to try to do it every fall before I packed it up for the winter. It just protects your rubber roof, and this roof, as I said before, is guaranteed for 12 years, so you still have a couple more years if you have a problem with the roof. I think that should do it.